We are going live. We are live. This is the Grim and Shadow Show, and I just get it situated. I accidentally hit the button, so we went live a little early.
Third coast over there grilling.
Who?
Third coast.
Third Coast Grilling on a Thursday night. What's going down? It is March. What's today, Paul?
20th.
March 20th, Thursday, 8 p.m. And this is our fourth episode, 2025. And we're right here doing it big with my boy Grimmy. That guy right there. That's Grim. Hold on. That guy right there. That's Grimmy.
A shadow right there.
And you're watching the gas show, other known as the Grim and Shadow Show. And we appreciate y'all coming in, checking us out. In fact, let me see. I accidentally hit the start button, but we're gonna get it officially started right here as we play. Hey, let me know if you could tell me what's the name of this song. Yeah, that's it right there. That's
What the fuck was that?
that was the what's up everybody? This is your boy Shadow Ramirez, and you're watching the Grim and Shadow Show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can hear that shit loud, motherfucker.
It's loud.
Don't meet me there, beat me there. Yeah,
Who's
yeah,
that? My boy Isaac. That's my boy Isaac from Chicano Boulevard. What's up, Isaac? Chicano Boulevard's in the house. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
man,
Oh man. I don't know why my screen got to be so like I'm so close. You know what I'm saying?
what happened, Shadow? Timorin,
What's up, T Morin 713,
not
the gas
Timorin,
gang.
Timorin.
T Morin. Good luck on the K Rino podcast, man. We're gonna get into that, man. Third Coast Classic. You know what I'm saying? Gas gang. Who could tell me what's the name of that song right there? And what album did it come off of? Come on, man. Come on, man.
What's the K Reno? What's it called? Juan Ramirez.
First one is tell me what it is. Gets a Grim and Shadow since day one CD. Come on, what's the name of that song right there? And what album did it come off of? DC Blessings. What's up, JT? I see you in here, man. We're gonna let a few more people get in here, but you know what it is, man. It's the Gas Show, other known as the Gas Gang, other known as the Grim and Shadow Show. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really a show, man. What it is, man, it's just me and my brother. You know, getting in touch with each other because he lives all the way in near Dallas, and I'm over here in the H. So this is our way of just you know getting together and talking to people. Come on, man, who's gonna give me this? Who's gonna get a green seed? Who's gonna get a grim seed, man? Give me the title of this track and the album that it came off of. And I can't ask what the year is because I don't even know what the year is that it came out. But come on, man. Can you tell me? Nobody's gonna try to get it. You get a Grim and Shadow CD since day one. CD autographed. What's the name of this song, man? Look.
You
Can't
said they
hear it?
can't hear.
Okay, I'm gonna start it over. It's our theme music. It's the theme music to our song. Paul said it was too loud.
Well, you gotta keep talking. I
You can
know who
cheat if
knows
you
it.
want. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can stay broke, or you can make a stack. Me, I'm a pimp, put my bitches on the track. Niggas knocking on the hoes, yeah, stay the fuck back. You can chunk the juice, you can give me that. You can play it cool like you don't know how to act. Me, I'm a gangster with the pistol on my lap. All you niggas talking got it. Need to stay the fuck back. Name that too. See that girl over there? She's all about second cash. Check it fast, second bad. Bitch got hoes back in ass, that's a fact. If she say she broke, that's a nag. On my thrillers back in that. Show us killers back of gas, back of crack.
Timothy.
T-Body 713. This and that. On Before My Time. Yes, sir. That's it right there. That's the album cover right there.
Need to stay the
You can give me that.
shadow.
And I'm a gangster with a pistol on my lap. All you niggas talking down need to stay the fuck back.
Shadow.
Yo, hey T Modine, if you can put your address, you know what I'm saying, and no, I'll even Grim's paying for the shipping.
Wait,
Grim's paying.
you're not
Grim's
gonna put
paying
his
for the
address
shipping.
on the thing. He's got to send it to
No,
you.
no, no, no. If you can, T Modine, if you can, message me your address. You know what I'm saying, or so, if you live in the H town, just let me know where you can meet me at the dope house. But I'll definitely give you the Grim and Shadow uh uh since day one CD. It is autographed. Let me see if I can find the since day one cover. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I don't know if it's backwards, but the Grim and Shadow since day one. We put it out two Halloweens ago. What's up, Grimmy? What's going down?
What's up, man?
Oh, there it is. It's even autographed. But you're not getting this one. Yeah, you ain't getting this one, but this is it right here. It's gonna look like. That's what it's gonna look like right there. Grim and Shadow. Grim and Shadow.
Is that Matthew?
Got my boy Matches in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here hanging out at the 311. Yes, sir. We're getting it ready. 311. And what's up, Grimmy? What you up to, man? What you been up to, man?
Shit, working, man. I was in Houston this past weekend. Shot a video with Gold Toes. What was that? Walk on Toes, man. I mean, a game untold. When we walk on
We
toes.
walk on toes.
Def Dealer was there with us. He's from Harlingen. I saw E45 at the shoot.
E45 is on
Matthews
the song.
and who Peso Peso's on the song, but he was at South by Southwest. So he
Yeah,
did his part Monday. I
we
had that
actually
for
filmed
Monday.
his version, his part of the video on the Saturday. No, no, no,
Shadow.
no,
No, Monday.
no, no, no.
Shadow. I got something to say about that. So what were you wearing on Monday?
You got what happened,
What were you wearing on Monday?
huh? The same thing you were wearing on Saturday,
Was that on
dude.
purpose?
Dude, I was trying to. Yeah, I was trying to be. I was standing there. I was your stunt double. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
So
God. But
what? What?
I want to see. I
What?
want to see.
I don't look like you. Oh, you mad because you're gonna look chunkier? You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Is that what it
shit,
is?
I look chunky already. I had gained weight for this. I had to gain weight for the video shoot. Nah, I was just cracking up because they're gonna say what the fuck the motherfucker chopped his hair off or what?
Huh? See,
Um,
that's the thing. Hey, remember they had those brain teasers where you would have to pick the five things that are missing. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those things. Uh, uh, uh. Juan Ramirez says, "What do you think about SPM and Juan Gotti?" We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But we on side A right now, and we'll ask. You know what? You know what? This is the Gas Gang show. We don't do it like that. Juan, we're gonna go ahead and address your question. Because I like when you guys ask us questions because this is what it's all about. It's all about interaction, and Juan might have something to do a little bit later. So check it out. Okay, what do I think about Juan Gotti and the SPM thing? I think it's funny, and me and my brother, man. So what we do is we pull out our popcorn. You know what I'm saying? And we just watch that stuff like it's a movie, bro. I think it's
Well,
hilarious.
it's gonna be
I think
comedy, bro.
I think that brothers, like my brother and I, like if we have any beef between me and my brother, you know what I'm saying, we handle it in the locker room. Like we don't, of course we like handle it sometimes on here because we be messing with each other and we never take anything too serious. But yeah, it's funny. I think it's something that grew out of something. I think what's funny is I have an inside scoop, and I was just at the dope house a little minute ago. I was gonna go. I was gonna needed to talk to Carlos. They were in a
So
meeting because they're gonna drop a response to Gotti tomorrow because he asked the fans if he should drop it, and the polls came back that yes, they wanted to hear a response, and he did a little track to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny. What do you think, Grimmy?
did
What's your
you
what's your outtake?
do I what do I think about this? I think it's comedy, bro. I can't wait. It's like good, like you said, it's good entertainment. I mean, I thought ding ding ding, fight, 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 like shit, let's go see. I mean, because look, yeah, if we don't take they might be serious, right? But we don't take things too serious around here. We don't because you
Hey,
can't.
I'm gonna do my hat like this, Paul, because you got it one way.
Mark Kidney
I'm gonna
said
do
he
my.
mastered it. Okay, so it's mastered. Oh, it's gonna sound good now. Okay, I gotta hear
No,
this.
yeah, I know. I knew that. I knew that he got the. So every time, the cool thing about it, I think, is that every time that Carlos does respond to anybody, you know what I'm saying, as he usually drops a song
Well,
to go with it. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? So
so
and it's a funny song because it is like keep your name out my mouth. Y'all gonna hear y'all heard a little piece of it when Carly was doing the poll, but go ahead, Paul. So it's just comical. Man.
I mean,
It's like a comedy.
but it is serious, right? Because Juan's serious, right? It just he's got
Nah,
something to
man.
say. Right? He's got
Nah, man.
he's got something to say, right? And not to take anything away from the seriousness of what they're. I mean, but honestly, on our side, again, it's like MMA. It's like some a prize fight, right? It's an exhibition, and it's like wrestling, and
It's
so
not even. It's not. Yeah, it's like an exhibition. Too
like
old school.
WWE, although it's not scripted, because this is all That's another thing. You don't know what's gonna happen next, right?
Yeah,
So
and
I
this
love it.
all
I
this
love
all
it.
started. I don't mean to go ahead, Paul. I'm sorry to cut you
Well,
out.
I love it. I just gonna say I love it. I love it. But go ahead.
I think it's funny. I think it's like I said, it's comical. But I love. And first of all, let's just make it known. We love both these guys. You know what I'm saying? They're our brothers. And I think it all stemmed from because if you remember back in the days, Juan Gotti had put out a post saying that Carlos was unalive. That didn't wake up one morning, and I think he was doing that because he had
To get
posted
a,
something about
to
like
get a
you could put
reaction.
anything on.
Right.
Yeah, just to get a reaction. You could put anything on the internet and people will believe it. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it was, and he really I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they were just going back and forth, so when he did that, he didn't really understand the repercussion of it. Like Carlos's mom saw that and she was concerned. So and Carlos and SP, they actually talked about it afterwards, and Gotti apologized and stuff and everything. But that's what happens. Like this is what this is what Cheeseman does, right? I mean, this is what happens.
So
It snowballs into something that's bigger than what it actually started out being. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's sad. I mean, I don't know. It's maybe it's not sad. I shouldn't say like that, but I think it's just it's crazy, dog. You know what
well,
I'm saying?
Juan, I love Juan, but
And I love both the guys,
Juan,
man.
and I'm not saying anything that nobody doesn't understand. Anybody that's following doesn't realize. I love Juan, But it's like a couple of other friends we have. The little wishy washy. He gonna be. One minute he's fuck that puto, and the next minute he's like I love that puto. I love that man.
Yeah.
So it's
But
like
we are sometimes
it's a
a
brotherhood.
lot of guys, a lot of people are like that. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? I mean,
Jimmy
it's not
Garrett said, "I didn't realize y'all were twins, man." Gotcha, man.
what
I'm really.
Jimmy Garrett said.
That just tells me
Hold up, man.
I'm getting
That guy's
chunky.
not my brother. He's my neighbor. He's my
Oh hell,
neighbor.
he's 10 years older than I am. Look at
So
JT. Said I missed. So JT. I'll get back to JT. Jimmy Garrett said it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like something happened we don't know about because Juan was still repping for SP after his charges, and now he's saying it's because his charges. That's what I'm saying. One, you just, it depends on the
well,
day, right? So,
look, and Paul, I'm gonna interject real quick because I saw him do this. Tony a podcast, and what he said, a lot of podcasts and stuff when you watch it, it gets taken out of context. The way that they present it, it's like clickbait
oh wait, he
sometimes.
went
And
on
I'm
a
not saying
podcast.
Tony A
You,
did that,
you,
and I'm not saying that Tony A did that, but I saw the podcast, and one of the things Gotti did say was that you know he's a different person nowadays. Back then, it was one of his regrets that he never said anything about what he possibly saw, back in the days, and that it was one
oh,
of his regrets, but that he was younger and now he's older, he's wiser, you know what I'm saying, and it was a regret of his, and so people have been really smashing him, saying, well, you knew then, you should have said something then, and everything like that. And look, whatever his reasons were, look, I don't get into all the politics of it and everything like that, but whatever the reason is now he's coming out and he's calling Carlos the chomo and switch sides and everything. And I don't know, you're right. It doesn't make sense because you've been backing his stuff up for so long, and then now all of a sudden you're not. So what happened? You know what I'm saying? What's the rip? And you know what? That's what makes it interesting, right? Because people want to know.
yeah, what's gonna happen next? What you
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Know what I'm saying?
Freedom
So
X
here
2023 said, I don't believe anything Juan says anymore. And see, that's what happens. That's what happens. You gotta, what is it they say? Stand on business. You gotta, is that
stand
what
on business.
you gotta stand? So hey man, that's why look,
Well,
this is why we Shadow and I, there's locker room shit, and then there's shit you can go ahead and if you don't mind anybody hearing it out in the world. And it seems like some of the locker room shit Juan wants to put out in the world, right? And let me tell you, what thing about locker room shit. The reason why shit is in the locker room is because if you were to just give a quick little say something about something quick, like it never covers the whole story, right? It's always, somebody's
right.
always
It's going to
always
be a
always
different
and the
interpretation.
person talking is usually gonna cater it to their side, right? They're
Of
not gonna look
course.
like they're not gonna make themselves look like the bad guy, right? And
Right.
that's why it's very to me, it's kind of dangerous, to
It's a
to
tightrope. It's a tightrope,
to
right?
open the locker room doors because
Right. Right. Right.
and I think that's why this is why it's so interesting because Juan Gotti, I'm Juan Gotti. I'm sorry. Carlos, it's like, oh, I got shit I know too, and
Right.
what does he know? Like, wait a minute, and let me tell you, all this you go in the past, and everybody's got skeletons, I guess you
Skeletons
could say, or stories
in
and
the
everything,
closet.
but there's always three sides to the story, right? There's your side,
Right.
my
Right.
side, and the
Yes.
truth,
And then there's
right?
the truth. Yes.
Right, and so that's why you don't want to drum up certain things because like they say be careful what you ask for because you might get it right. So that's what I'm waiting to see. I'm going to see, and I don't know who has what. I don't
Hey,
know
I'm
what
on my
Juan
show, bro. I'm gonna
Escobar
have to call you
said
back,
or
You
you
sure?
know
Are you on the show, man? Put me as a live guest, bro.
bro. Bro? Why you always call me? Okay, this is my boy. This is my boy, Pastor Gates. All right, he's calling me, and he wants to he's calling me because we got a revival that we're doing this Saturday, and we're going to Port Arthur. Shout out to Pastor Gates. Shout out to the Salvation and Praise Ministry. We Pastor Gates, we're going to talk a little bit later on about the revival that we went to in San Saba.
Right,
Texas.
right. Somebody just brought
But
that up earlier. They said and
uh,
I'm glad he brought it up because I said JT. We'll get back to what you're talking about. He said I missed last Thursday, JT. I missed last Thursday's show, man. But did you did your prison outreach go? How did your prison and was it a mighty move of the Holy Spirit for you? So I mean, from what I saw, it was amazing. So, but I wasn't there. So, Shadow, let us know real quick.
you know, JT, I just want to tell you, I want to shout out to Pastor Gates, who's on the phone right here with me, and dude, he is doing an amazing job, getting this in a few revivals. He got us into San Saba. We went to a 600-man unit. We had 250 chairs set up in the gymnasium. 500 men showed up. It was awesome. Shout out to the entire crew.
Damn, you froze, bro.
It's Pooh. Oh, I thought it was Boo. Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Oh, nice. So Rubio, man, and his team helped us. You know, they made some wonderful lunch and breakfast. Everybody there was so welcoming. We actually went into every single pod and we shook hands with every single man in housed in that facility, and we invited them to come. And we were there for
All
14
500,
hours. Huh,
Shadow.
Gates?
Shadow, you shook 500 hands.
600 hands, didn't we, Gates? We
600
shook.
hands.
Yeah, we went into every single pod. They have every single, even went to the solitary confinement, which is really breathtaking, man. It was just a lot. It was cool because we got to praise and worship with the entire unit, and it was awesome, bro. I mean, I'm ready to go do it again. This weekend we're going to Port Arthur. We're going to go to a neighborhood, and we're going to give out some the projects. The projects. We're going to give out some. Bro, someone was just murdered this past week there, like Wednesday, where we're going. So it's you know, we're going to a serious place that needs it needs some praise and worship, right? And we're doing a lot of different things with the Salvation and Praise Ministry team. Shout out to Diana. Shout out to Maria. Was it Maria? Cynthia. Cynthia. I'm sorry, Cynthia. And I mean the whole town. Pastor. I can't really pronounce his name. And his wife. Avaristo.
Yeah,
And the thing is that
Shadow, you're the worst at
I'm the worst.
pronouncing
I
everything.
know. Pastor Gates and Avaristo, they were once, you know, locked up for years, and they're actually going back into the prisons and praising and
What?
worshiping to these men. And the spirit is there, brother. Yeah, it was awesome, JT. Thank you for asking, man. I appreciate that. Gates, let me call you a little bit. Let me call you a little
That's
bit. Do you want
beautiful,
to say
bro.
anything
Spreading
real
the
quick?
word.
Do you want to say anything real quick, Mr. Gates,
Give us a
Pastor
blessing.
Gates? I'll just say that all glory goes to God. We couldn't do it if it wasn't for God. Uh, I mean, I give a shout out to everyone involved, especially my church, Pastor Rob of Community Christian Church, where I'm an associate pastor at, because they help us too, man. And just, I just want to encourage everybody to step up and step out and start living on purpose because you were made for a purpose. And it's time for us to give back, bro, because we did the street thing, bro. I was a member of the Mexican Mafia for years, bro, and God changed my life, bro. And I dedicated my life to helping people get out of gangs and off of drugs, bro. So we got to give back because we've taken so much in our past life.
That's
I
right,
love
man.
that.
Hey, y'all,
I
all
love that.
praises to God, man, and that's a beautiful thing. Thank you for that, man. Because we got people in the scroll saying, all praises to the Most High, man, and
And,
man,
and,
did you
and
see that
you
at
can,
Rolling Loud? Did you see that at Rolling Loud? The Christian that got on? I sent that to you, Shadow. This dude went on.
no, and let me tell you
You
guys,
don't look at my.
if
You
you
don't look
can
at my. You don't look at my post
follow,
when I send you, bro. You sorry, bro.
follow. Give him my TikTok. Okay, hit him up. Let him know. Follow Pastor Gates. He's on TikTok. He's under. Go ahead. Let him know. Look, go ahead and follow us at TikTok. PSPM dash God's Hitman. We have a lot of content there, or you can follow us on YouTube. Just go to Pastor Eric Perales Gates, and you'll see a bunch of sermons and biblical teachings right there, man.
There you
Yeah.
go.
TSPM, just like it's called the Salvation and Praise
Magic Push.
Ministry. So TSPM, and y'all go check out Pastor Gates. He does God's Hitman. God's Hitman. Go check him out on TikTok. Go check him out on
That's
Facebook,
man.
and just listen to his 15 minute, 10 minute sermons. He's awesome, bro. And God bless you. God bless you, Pastor Gates. Thank you for calling in. Sermons. All right, bro. All right, I'll see you soon. I'll call you in a little bit.
That's beautiful. Amen, man. God. Hey, Freedom Max said, I stand behind Carlos 100% until you can prove hardcore evidence that he did what they claim he did to a 9-year old, man. And there you go, man. You got support, man. Our SPM, man. And I'm like same way, man. I mean, I don't know, man. It's been such a long time. People say I saw it, Juan with this and
Well,
that and everything. I don't know what he's talking about.
listen.
I don't know. I saw some things too, but at the same time, and I don't mean by what when I say I saw some things, I didn't see nothing. I don't know about what Juan's talking about because hey, I was around, but I wasn't always around. Let me just be honest. I wasn't around the guy that much. Really, Juan was around him more than I was, so maybe he would know better.
I
We
mean,
all had our own circles, man. People always think, oh, they're dope house, and everybody was in following each other, and nobody look. We all had our own
I'll tell you.
circles. You can ask
I,
anybody that was there,
I'll
and
tell you
so
like
I
this.
don't know what Carlos was doing half the time. I was even with
The
Dope. I
thing
got with
about
Dope
that,
House like in
Paul.
2000. Was that?
The thing about this, Paul, is that a lot of people have had their chance to say what they want to say about this situation. But when has Carlos actually came out and told his side of the story?
Well,
So
that's
what
what I
this
say.
does is
There's
what
always
this
two
does
sides to the
is
story.
Carlos has the transcripts. He has the actual court reporting transcripts. He has, not just the paperwork, but the transcripts. So what he's going to do is he's going to start, using those transcripts and showing the truth, his truth, and he's going to tell his side of the story. And it's going to be interesting to see where it lays and where
Right,
people
because
after they hear his side of the story, what side are they gonna be on? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like you, Freedom X. I've known Carlos since I was, so long. I've never seen him partaking, in anything like that, or else I probably would have said. I know I would have said something back then, but I mean, forget about that. You know what I'm saying?
now,
I know the 9-year-old situation to me was a setup. Um,
yeah,
um, I know that Carlos
you
has
got to know the
admitted.
people. Is we know. I'm sorry, I mean to cut y'all, but we know Mary Bell. We knew Mary Bell before anything. We knew Mary Bell when we went to Hartman, and
Right, and I didn't
I
really
didn't know
want to
her
say
that
her
well.
name. I don't want to say too much about whose names it is, but the mother of the child, we knew the family, and I know the
We all went to
situation.
school together. We all
Carlos has admitted to the situation with Jordan's JD's mom. Um, he's gonna explain all that. You know what I'm saying?
but that was before
He
we even
never he never he
met
never
these
denied
guys.
that.
That was
That
all
only
before
came
we
out, but it's a
not
long
before we met
story.
them,
I
but
don't even
before we
want to
got.
get into it. But it's going to be interesting to see. I'm sure you're going to see or hear about it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? If you go to SPM TV. But I wanted to go. It's like Fileto at Dope House. It's like Fileto and Dope House diss track. I mean, Fileto's diss track was about money. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that some of these guys that did what they did, he feels like they didn't get paid. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has their situation with Dope House. I've had my situation with Dope House. Fortunately, I just I tend to I just have it in my heart to let a lot of things go. You know what I'm saying? I'm older now. It doesn't bother me. I'm good in my skin. Me and my brother, we came up, you know what I'm saying, a little bit different from other people where you slap me on this cheek, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna offer you this one. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way I am. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a person to meet evil with evil. I've never been a person to have an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I love all my family, friends, and especially my enemies. And I pray for all of my enemies. And I'm not saying anybody's my enemy, but that's just what I stand on. Um, I don't believe anything Juan says anymore. You know, what I'm saying, and I look. That being said,
We said
Grim
that
and I
already.
will agree. They're both our brothers. Okay, And we all go through a lot of life experiences, and we go through things, you know what I'm saying? And we all make mistakes. And I'm not saying anybody's making a mistake, but we do what we do. And you're my brother, whether that you have a situation with another friend of mine or not. Some people will even
Hey,
ask, how can you be friends with both people? That's just they. I never Juan never did me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Never has done me wrong at all. Carlos has never done me wrong, in the sense, you know what I'm saying, as far as, Carlos Coy and Randy Ramirez. Well, side B. Here we go. Man, see, time flies when you're
and
having
they want
fun,
and
you
they
know what
want
I'm
you to
saying?
move on anyway. I love talking. I love talking about answering questions, everything. But that's a subject. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love SPM and I love Gotti, but
Yeah, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Let's
the show must go on.
hey, let's play a song
Oh, I need
from
glasses to read the chat or something. I can see you, baby. I can see.
let's play a song from let's play a song from let's play this song.
Don't play
This
it too
is this
long.
is
You take too long, dude. We got
this
some
is a
questions,
song that,
dude.
that the damn sin wrote my verse. Uh and it's off the Since Day One album.
Oh, here we go. Who's mighty there? I shouldn't have said the name.
Got a new dance, the beat's a little slower, and it's the kind of dance you do with lean in your soda. Hold up, Brennan.
Hey,
You lean to
hey,
the
Shadow.
left, slide to the right. What?
Come on, let's get to this. Let's get to these questions. Hold on.
Hold,
Hey,
hold on, hold on, hold on. This is Sin wrote this. Takes time, and it go time. Leaning in the parking lot, slabs all around. Doing what I do, jamming up a screw. Pour another two in my cherry Mountain Dew. I'ma act a damn fool like Andy Melanatis. But dope, that fresh original hip hoppers. They can't stop us. Fight up on some toppers. My clap's topless. I'm blacking out of dust. Now watch me lean with it. I'm on some boss shit. Once I pop trunk, everybody looking close. They went
hey,
loco, watching in the corner. Now this the kind of beat I jam up blowing marijuana.
hey, I wrote some of that too.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny is that as I was listening to that song, me and my boy Isaac. Speaking of Isaac, I think if he's still in here, that's a secular song, right? I don't really write those kind of songs anymore. I don't do those kind of smoking weed and
Shadow, you didn't write hardly none of that shit anyway. It was all
I
fucking
didn't write.
feeling.
I didn't write any of it. But I'm getting away from. We were just talking about in the podcast of K Rino. I just got to get away from anything that we're, oh man, I just, man, just polluting our kids,
Do,
man.
do what's in your
Lean.
heart, bro. You saw a Chicano Boulevard's post and I loved it. And people were like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
y'all
can't
y'all
support
drink
the
over there.
lean, bro. I can't support the lean. That stuff is really polluting our kids. It's not good for you. I know people gonna smoke weed, and smoking weed, that's medicinal. I get it. But the lean, I just can't get with that. I never was a lean
That's
drinker. I
nothing.
don't even.
That's not medication. I'm just messing with you, Shadow.
Man, I mean, I don't. Yeah, nah, it's not when you're
Technically it
abusing
is,
it
but
in that
they're
sense.
abusing it. Hey, Shadow, say they say bust a flow. Automatics keep getting reloaded. Streets done exploded, but hold it. Laws can't control it. All my soldiers devoted. Notice and focus on the bulletproof coated lead lotus. Post some more cause I got love for my dead homies, memories. Reminiscing about the days getting blazed, staying paid. Cook my yeah microwaves. I was raised calling plays off the pages against the waves. Sharp as razor blades. Hard to fade my race. Boy. All right, there goes your flow.
Hey, Olmo Grillo said free OG Bean. I'm Screw said free Bean, free Pharaoh, free SPM. Anthony Escalante, which that's Rebel, by the way. He said vanilla ice cream. I'm gonna tell y'all that story in a minute. Juan Ramirez said Grim and Shadow Gas Gang meet and greet. We got to do that, Grimmy. That'd be nice. Grim Saca las Modelos. I'm just going down. There's ice, vanilla ice or MC Hammer.
Who
That's a
you
good
got,
one.
Shadow?
Ah man, MC Hammer, bro. That boy's cold. All praise to the Most
Come on,
High.
man. You're
Thank you,
not
man.
doing
I
the dun
appreciate
dun
that.
dun 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 dun. You ain't doing that.
I'm let's get it started. Hammer, hammer. I like Hammer, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he just, cold blooded.
All right,
You know what I'm
shout out
saying?
real quick. I want
Juan
to cut you
Ramirez
off.
said, do you talk to Pimpstress? Haven't talked to Pimpstress in a long, long while. But I know that she's doing good. She was the first one to get out of the dope house very early. She was smart. She went in, hey, Juji. She went to take care of her mom, you know what I'm saying? As her mom, rest in peace for her mom. But she got out of the game to go take care of her family. And I think that was one of the most courageous things to do, especially when she was probably at her peak, and she was going to be, she was right at her peak, man. When everything was going good for her, and in the music industry, and she in humility left the rap game to go take care of her family, and I think that that's noble. So shout out to Pimpstress, man, wherever you are. We still got love for you. I'm screwed. He just likes young adult women. Nothing wrong with that. He was just targeted and pointing out they're young. Yeah, I could see that. Karma is gonna come to uh Maribel and Billy. Why won't they speak now? That's a good question, but we're gonna move on. Jerry Rico, Shadow Grim, Freeletto, Balasso, Lord Loco,
That's
Troublemaker,
Slinky right
Prince,
there.
Slinky, Ike Man, Little Villain,
Jerry
YouTube,
Rico is
Jerry Rico,
Slinky.
guys, that is Slinky.
I'll be right back.
My boy, I love you, Slink, man. I love you so much, man. H Town, baby. That's what he always says. Olmec, Rios, Big C, can't forget Big C, Charles, you know what I'm saying, who's part of the Mixed Color Mafia, who was always, look, if Big C wouldn't have been locked up so much during the days, man, I promise you he would have been an aggravated member. You know what I'm saying? Which he is still an honorary and always will be an aggravated most hated member. If you only had one concert to go to, JT says, if you only had one concert to go to, which rock band would it be? Oh, that's a good one. We're gonna start that one with Grimmy. Grimmy,
You,
what,
you,
what, what?
you
I
serious?
think I know the answer, but
You
which
do
rock
know the
band would it
answer.
be?
You too, bro. Are you serious, man?
Oh, but man, we've been to so many U2 concerts, man.
And I go
Name
again.
somebody.
I go again.
I go again. To be honest with you, okay. Uh,
Now, hey,
living,
let me
living,
cut you off. But
living.
if Van Halen was still around together, I'm talking about David, Eddie,
Oh,
Michael
the original
Anthony, and Alex. Then I go see a Van Halen, bro.
Van Halen.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is considered, and it back in the days, I don't know, but God, it's not considered rock, I guess. But I would love to go see Bob Marley, a concert. You
No,
know what I'm
that is
saying?
no, that is not rock
That's
and
not
roll.
that's not rock. Okay,
No,
so if
man,
it's
that's
rock and
reggae,
roll,
bro. That's bumper
it's
slide, man.
okay. If it's rock and roll, bro, I'll be honest with you, the original, and I would have to go back in my DeLorean, in my Back to the Future car. I would have to go back to, and you're gonna love this. I would have to go back and go see Pink Floyd. You know, and I'm talking about either at Dark Side of the Moon. I would have to see that album. The Wall would be dope, but
Nah,
I'd have to see the original
nah. The
Dark
Dark
Side of
Side
the
of the
Moon.
Moon is is to
Yeah,
me better.
yeah.
Hey,
Oh
what do
man,
y'all
and
say,
from
Gas
and from
Gang?
cover to cover,
Dark Side of the
cover to
Moon
cover.
or the Wall? Which one? If you're talking Pink Floyd.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. Uh, Magic Kush, TV. How long you been making beats, and how do you start off? How did you start off? Just curious. So I've been making beats since, man, I want to say back in 1990, 91. And the way I started off, I got a picture of the house that I started it. Um, I was listening. I went to go to Point Blank's apartment at Broadway Square Apartments, and we went, and Dopey was there, Point Blank, Egypt E from the South Park Coalition, and I went there just to go hang out, and I saw Egypt E had a 16 plus Elisa's 16 plus, and he was doing beats on this one keyboard, drums, horns, pianos, and it was all on this one keyboard. and I wanted to learn how to make beats because he gave me a cassette. Took it home, listened to it, showed it to my wife actually, and my wife was like, "You mean they made that at the house?" I was like, "Yeah, it was jamming." And I was like, "Yeah, they made it right there in front of me." So a few weeks later, we went to Point Blank's house. It was right in back of Mason Park. It was right there near what you call it anyway. And I asked Egypt, and they let us go to their house because my brother he had all the weed. He was like the dope, the smoke, the weed supplier. And we used to go smoke weed with them. You know what I'm saying? It was like, so they allowed us to go and hang out with them. And Egypt E had this little that same keyboard there. And I asked Egypt, I said, "Man, can you show me how to work this board?" And he left the room. This is a story I've told over and over. And he came back with another chair and he put it right next to his chair and he showed me how to work a board. That was back in 1991, I believe. And that's how I started. And let me tell you, that first beat I made sucked. It was trash. You know what I'm saying? But I started going every day, and Egypt was humble enough and such a cool dude that he allowed me to practice when he wasn't working on his board, and they were working on Point Blank's album, "Prone to Bad Dreams." In fact, Point Blank's gun, where he's pointing it at himself while he's sitting in that recliner, it's my gun, and it's a
You know
black
what? I
gun,
always
but my
laugh at
gun.
that. I always laugh at that picture because that was the same 38 that
that
Balato
that
used.
Palazzo got in trouble for. And it was a
Right. And
silver
but
gun.
listen,
And if you look at it,
look
they
at the
colored
listen,
it
when
black
you
and
look.
they made the extension a little bit longer
I was
on the
gonna say
picture.
they added a longer barrel on the.
They made it
That's
look like a
funny.
9 and it was a 380. But good
How come
question.
when I post, it won't post what I posted, bro?
Keep doing you, fam. Both of you. Thank you, brother. B side. I know I'm going back to these questions. Grim
Okay,
needs glasses to read the chat.
bro.
I keep squinting at it.
I've been posting my. They asked me for my email and I posted it. Grim seven
Someone
one
said,
Grim with
"Go ahead."
two of them. Grim713 at gmail.com. That's my email. Y'all can always hit me and send me some tracks, man, because I'll be loving to make some money on some tracks. London, UK in the house. BOD 89. Bro, London. When can I want to go to London. Is it raining? Is it raining in London right now?
No, it's foggy. London
Oh, it's
fog. No,
definitely
I'm playing.
foggy, man. That's dope. Hey, look at these songs they were bringing up. DC9, N6, Black Sabbath. So Shadow challenged me whenever I first started rapping. We brought this up on the go. By the way, go see K Rino's podcast, Underground Dialogue, and we did it's about an hour and a half, and we mentioned this. But the first song I did, Shadow challenged me at this DJ, and he said, and I said, nah, I'm not gonna be. So he wanted to, are you gonna be a rapper? I'm gonna, and I said, all right, if you make a beat with a rock and roll beat, it gotta be, fucking Van
You
Halen.
know, you know what? I'm gonna cut you off there because Grim just told this same story at the K Reno
I just said that.
Underground Dialogue. I know,
You're
but
not
I'd
listening to
rather
me, bro.
go check it. Go check that out. Go to
Are you
YouTube
repeating
and
what
go
I
to.
just said? Yeah,
I'm
you are.
sorry. I was reading the
Nah,
comments,
you
but I
don't
I
listen,
didn't.
bro. You don't listen to me. I'm nothing. I'm nothing. It's okay. I'm nothing. I'm not. Man, I just said that.
Dude, you're gonna go into the
You
whole story,
interrupted my
bro.
story to say what I just said.
Sorry about that.
You see what
Maybe
I got to
mañana.
deal with, y'all? You see what I'm dealing with? Oh, hold on. I don't mean to cut you
Hey,
off, but hey, yeah, we just said that on the K Reno. No shit, nigga. I just said that. Yeah,
you owe $1, bro. You just said the N word, bro. Go get $1, bro. You
man.
cold blooded, bro.
Don't start with
You
me,
can't
Shadow.
say don't, bro. I
Hey,
started.
go over there, man. You got my daughter over here. Yeah, daddy. Bro, go.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I still do beats, man. I still do beats, man. For real, for real. R.I.P. the damn sin. I see that. I'm just scrolling through these things. I'm
So
sorry, Paul. Tell you a little story.
nah,
Go
it's all
ahead.
right. Go check it out. Go check K Reno, man. Don't.
Uh,
I'm gonna
you
tell
know
you,
what?
man.
Long story short, y'all mentioned Black Sabbath, and
See, that's what you get. You got. Now look, you're stuck.
he
You got
told me to
stuck.
sample that.
Nobody heard what you said. You got stuck. Comfortably numb, bro. See, that's the wall. I say black.
Ooh, that's
What do
the
you
wall.
pick, man? If y'all are Pink Floyd fans, nobody ever said, "Dude, Dark Side of the Moon or The Wall." Give me yours, because I already know mine.
Someone said hot for teacher. Us only said, "Hey, you brought this from this is old school. I'm a dolphin and I need drugs. I just got him from Chico. He's the neighborhood thug. That's the we did that. We did that. We redid that song. Hey, teachers, leave them kids alone. That's the wall. I finally catch y'all live, comfortably numb. What's up, Shadow and Grim? Shadow, what are your thoughts on them cars popping and burnouts
And he got stuck again. Look at him, stuck. Oh man, were you in a bad spot, Shadow?
on the Walk on Toes? Yeah, Walk on Toes video, and we did it at this car show. Well, every Monday, supposedly in North Side Houston, they do this like Fast and Furious kind of car show. Dude. I've never seen anything like it, bro. And
That's because
not
you're
up
old
front.
head, bro. You don't stick.
No, yeah, no, of
So
course. You know what I'm
don't
saying? But
okay. Let me
bro,
before you say anything. Let me just say they were doing donuts.
doing
Okay,
donuts,
listen.
uh,
Stop,
uh,
stop, stop,
uh
stop, stop, stop. Let me just say before you get into, I'm gonna give you the history of that shit. That it's called sideshowing. And anybody from the Bay
right.
Area, listen. Let me talk. Anybody from the Bay Area knows that's
15
all Mac
minutes.
Dre and E40. That's the Bay Area right there, Shadow. It's called sideshowing. That's the name of it. Not not drag racing or whatever you call burnouts. No, bro. Sideshowing. Doing donuts in the middle of an intersection and stopping traffic. They've been doing this for decades in the Bay Area, bro. This is new. This is new to the South. It's just like Cali weed. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have Cali weed for years until we got it. Now these kids are, we're just go to the car race and let's go to the burnouts. No, bro, sideshowing. Go look at your history. Go check
I,
it out.
no,
And
no.
look,
I remember when we went to LA breakdancing, like no, long time ago. They used to
that
go
was
to
that was not
exhibition.
that was not that, Shadow. That was drag racing. They were like literally
Let me
racing
finish.
to a
Let me
flag and
finish. I
back.
know that. Hey, Paul, look at me, bro. Look,
Shadow, you
I
don't know
know
what
that,
you're talking
Paul.
about, bro. You don't
Paul,
know what
I
you're
know
talking
that.
about, bro.
Can you let me
Don't
finish? Can you shut
don't
the
look at me.
bro?
Don't look
Look
at
at
me.
me. Don't look at me, Linda. Nah, dude, that's what I was about to say. When we did the back in days, like night, this was back in what 84. We were young, and they used to do track. They used to do like racing in the exhibition, boulevard down there. We would go from one spot to another. This thing they're doing now, it's almost like controlled chaos. You know what I'm saying? And they're revving up their engines, and they got fire coming out
It
the
ain't, it
back in
ain't,
it.
it ain't nothing new, Shadow. It
It
ain't
sounds
nothing
like a
new.
like a like a like an
Go look
automatic.
up Keep the Sneak. You see, Keep the Sneak's doing it still out here. He been doing it since the beginning. Y'all gotta
You know what I'm
understand, man.
saying? It was a
This
straight
is
vibe.
some Bay Area shit. This was not invented.
DC.
Kids nowadays they like to say, they forget the past, bro. And I'm not. You know what? I'm fucking with the youngsters because y'all crack me up, man. Y'all act like y'all invented everything. Y'all done invented rap, invented this, invented that. Y'all ain't invent
Dude,
shit.
hey Paul, don't you can't say that because we used to be the same way,
No,
bro.
no, no,
Come
no,
on.
no, 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 no. Don't lie for them, Shadow. Don't stick up for them, bro. We knew who was ahead of us. We when we did our music, we were like, oh, but Run DMC, LL Cool J,
Dude,
nah,
it's
bro.
been
We knew who was before us. I listen, bro. I'm out there with these kids. These kids literally believe they invented rap, bro. Like they invented it. They literally think, oh, we're doing
stop,
burnouts.
Paul. You
We're
stop.
not going to call it
a
side
hundred
showing.
percent of
We're
them,
going to call it burnout.
all of them,
And we started
all of them,
most of them.
all of them.
Yeah, you got your outliers. You
You
got your
sound
outliers
like an old
that were raised
disgruntled,
right.
like an
Nah,
old
nah,
man.
nah, nah, nah,
You're
nah. I'm telling you,
ah
no,
man,
no,
you're an
I'm not. I'm
old
not. I'm
man.
not.
Man.
I'm not
Calm
old.
down.
that's mad or nothing. I'm facts. This is where they act. This is the way they act. They'll tell you too. I invented this shit, nigga. Shut your ass up. I said it again, nigga. What? I said it again. No, man, y'all
Hey,
ain't been shit,
somebody said they're $5. They $5 in. They
man.
bro, bro. So DCNC says we're gonna need an official referee on y'all's live.
Bro,
Nah,
Shadow ain't
we're
got
good.
shit on
Look,
me. Are
Matthew's
you
here.
serious?
Matthew's
I'm
our
playing
referee.
with Shadow. I'm playing with Shadow right now, man. I'm keeping him like this. I'm jabbing him, dog. Are you serious? This Shadow don't want me to start swinging. Are y'all serious?
The gangster Nip invent horror rap. Ooh,
He
that's a
did.
good. That's a
Nah,
good.
of course he did.
I,
And you
I
know what?
say, hey, you know what's crazy? I didn't know is that Gangsta Nip was signed to Rap a Lot, right? And he changed his name. He had to change his name because Rap a Lot owns Gangsta, the original with a G. Now it's Gank with an X, right? And I didn't know that. But yeah, Gangsta Nip, man, for sure. I think he invented horror rap.
So
You know what I'm saying?
here's what I got to say about that. We were at that time. We were there. You know what? People Nip wrote his rhymes in a closet with a candle, by candlelight. Okay, and let me tell you this his that the words he came with, and I loved it, bro, because they were, I suck your blood through a clothes hanger. Like it's impossible, but in a horror movie rap, it could happen. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's my favorite? I'll give you a
Look,
story.
Grim.
I'll give you a story. Nip
Hey,
wrote,
hurry up, man.
hold
Hurry
on,
up.
Nip wrote Chucky for Bushwick. Okay.
Right.
And,
Yeah, he
and
did.
he wrote the whole song. Now, Bushwick would take the words and make it his own, right? And he
Yeah.
changed the word here, changed some phrases, and he made it his own. Don't get me wrong, but Nip wrote that. I'll never forget when we were at Tuffley Park and the question was asked. And of course, Bushwick, because Nip was a ghostwriter, right? And really, everybody, Big Mike wrote his rhymes. 3-2 wrote his rhymes. Shit, Scarface wrote his verse on Mind Playing Tricks. That's Scarface. You can hear it. So, but Bushwick, and he was like, hey, that's a locker room, man. You don't tell anybody.
Well, I
And
mean, if you tell everybody who wrote it, then you're no longer a ghostwriter. You're not a ghost no more. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
but
So
see, Nip, was what happened was Bushwick would never give an ounce of credit. And finally, at Tuffley Park on City Under Siege, when they were being interviewed, Nip started to to chirp that on TV,
no,
bro.
yeah, no.
And
I mean,
and Bushwick,
Nip
obviously
definitely
got
was
pissed.
the pioneer. He was the pioneer that started it. He's always going to be the guy that controlled horror rap. Shout out to my boy Nip. Man, I
So,
wish he would have performed at the last Day of Unity. But he had to go. You know what I'm saying? He got paid though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, uh, uh, what you call it? Juan Ramirez said, "Grim and Shadow, did y'all go to Coca Loco and Hush Club?" Oh, according to Grim, we invented Coca Loco. Nah, I'm
bro,
playing.
you know what fun? What I love that was crazy about Coca Loca. They was run by two. I think they were Russian. They were from, and they wanted to make their money, right? Yeah, we did Coca Loco a few times. And the funny thing about doing shows we would go there just to go. The funny thing about doing a show, even Carlo, even with SPM, the owners, they wouldn't let the main event go on until midnight. I mean, 2 o'clock.
Until 2 o'clock.
And
Two
why?
o'clock.
Why? Really at
Because
about 1:50. And
yeah,
why?
right. Because they
Why?
wanted to make sure
Because
everybody
because he
they
felt like if
nobody
SPM was going to perform, no, everybody's going to leave the bars and go watch the
actually
show,
they would do it at last call. They would do
bro.
it right after
Bro,
last
and
call.
Carlos used to hate that because Carlos
Yeah,
didn't
because
even
he
like
didn't
the
want to
headline.
stay.
Carlos didn't
You
like
know,
the headline, and Bash is the same way. They figured,
Coco
man, give me your
Loco
night.
was way before Hush. Hush happened way later. Coco Loco was one of every day of the week we've talked about this too. Every day of the week at that time there was something going on. Perfect Rack was Monday, Hullabaloo Tuesdays. Wednesdays was at the
Can you tell?
Roxy.
Nah, I'm T
T
Town.
Town. No, T Town. I'm sorry. Thursdays was at the Roxy, and then Fridays it was Coca Loco, and then Saturdays it was back at T Town, and Sundays it was Amazonia. So like there was always something going on every single day of the week at that
What was
time. You
that
don't
pool
see it
hall we
like
used to
that
go
no
on
more.
Mondays? What was the
Then
Mondays?
we would go to what was that
The
Rockies?
pool
What was the one
hall.
on huh?
It was on Richmond. What was the pool hall we used to go to on Mondays?
I want to. It wasn't called Rockies. God, Chico's. It was called
Chico.
Chico's.
Chico, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. We took
But
Fat Joe to
you
Chico's
can't forget, you got Hullabaloos, but right down the street was Rockies.
with Rockies. That's where it was. It was Rockies. Why did they shut down T Town? I was a teen when that club used to go hard. I mean, I don't know. Usually that all was about money. You know what I'm saying? Taxes and stuff like that.
Oh,
I
you
mean, there's
never
a lot
know.
of
You never
there was
know.
a lot of shootouts. Outside in the parking
I
lots.
don't
You know what
think
I'm
it
saying?
was that.
It got rough.
Shadow just talks
We used
about the
to base-
shootout. One time they had a shoot. The only it was a come on. The one time they were shooting out in the back, and Shadow got stuck because they shot around his car and they
Bro,
roped off the whole fucking place, and
dude,
he had to explain to I think Kathy. Oh man, I couldn't leave, baby.
nah, you know what? Hey,
Bullshit.
we got 4 minutes. I'll tell that story real quick. So I snuck out, went to the T Town. I was not. I was supposed to be at the studio. I was supposed to be at Happy Peace Studio, and I went to T Town. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget it, man. And I didn't leave when I should have left, and probably saved my life. Was the song with Call Me with Too Short and what's her name? Notorious Big's girlfriend. What was her name? Call me when you need somebody to talk to. Anyway, I heard that beat because
Little Kim
Screw he did a Little
was the
Kim.
face.
So Screw had did it anyway. So I hear that song, you know what I'm saying, and I turned around and I stayed to watch it. Now when I left, I get to my car and there had been a shootout right in front of my car.
Well, they
Okay,
shot up
the,
the
they,
apartments
they
back there. That's why it made the news because
no,
they shot
no, it wasn't. It was a guy in the parking lot. They killed the guy in the
Shadow.
S10
They
truck.
shot the gunshots hit the apartments
Oh
back there.
yeah,
That's
it
why
did.
they were on
It
the
did.
news. Nigga,
It
don't
did.
say no. You're not even listening
But
to
it
me.
was next door. It
You a
was
piece
next
of
door to
shit.
the
You a
post
piece of
office.
shit, Shadow.
It was next door to the post office, Grim. You weren't there, Grim. Thank you. But
There were
there was
apartments
like,
back there, Shadow. I only went
bro,
to the
don't
club
play with me,
every
bro.
day almost.
Hey, dude.
Hey
Look,
man, don't square up on me, bro. Hey,
bro, don't,
don't go eye to
bro,
eye with me, bro. Don't
bro,
eye to eye
bro.
me,
I
bro.
will eye to you. I don't give it down. Look, I eye to you.
Don't
You know what I'm saying?
see. That's why you got stuck.
I survived, and he's walking around. Don't, don't. I'll put a Wangati on you. Anyway,
That nigga do the
they roped off.
toothpaste.
Anyway, they
And
roped off
motherfucker
my
said, ding,
car.
ding, ding.
They roped off my car. They roped off my car, and I couldn't leave because it was a crime scene. And so
Um,
it comes on the news. It comes on the news, right? And
um,
Kathy sees it on the news, right? And she says, she calls me on the
I
phone. She's,
thought
where
you were
you at?
happy. I thought you were in happy
And I was
studio.
like, look, I didn't lie. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
did.
man, I'm at you know,
Not saying
I'm at this
nothing.
parking
Not
lot.
saying the truth is
Yeah,
also a lie, Shadow. If you don't say
right.
it, that's also a lie.
A half truth is a whole lie. So so
$1. Did I say it
anyway,
again? Damn.
she tells me, well, your car's on TV. So I'm glad you told me the truth. Your car's on TV. I said, what? And she's like, yeah, it's on
I
TV.
remember that.
What's going on? Are
I
you
remember.
okay? She was more concerned about me. Shout out to my wife, Kathy. I love you so much. She didn't really get mad at me at the end because I was okay. But I couldn't leave until like 8 in the morning, bro. Like it was a straight up,
I remember that shit.
investigation.
I
And
remember.
I was like, and it was like 2 in the morning, bro. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, it's 8:59. Man, we just having fun, man. I wish we can get to all y'all questions. You know what I'm saying? Grim, another dollar.
Shadow
You know what I'm
was
saying?
T Town ghetto? I don't. There's some ghetto ass
You know,
motherfuckers in there, but I don't know if it was
yeah,
ghetto. It wasn't. Hey, bro. Now hullabaloos.
yeah. Oh,
Hullabaloo's.
real quick before we leave, vanilla ice cream. So the prison that I went to, the last prison I went to, we met this white boy, right? And real quick, man, his name they called him Bulldog because he looked like a bulldog. But they told me a story about him. And what happened was this dude stole the warden's ice cream, a gallon bucket of ice cream. So I asked him, what flavor was it? And he said it was vanilla. I said, okay. So after that, they tell me, yeah, they call him Bulldog. I said, nah, 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 nah. That's not your name no more. And he looked at me, and goes, Shadow, don't mess with don't. I said, your name from now on is Vanilla Ice Cream. And man, he freaking like he's like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? By the end of the day, everybody was calling him ice cream for short. So and he wrote me a little letter, like to give me his information to keep in touch with him. And at the bottom, he put vanilla ice cream. You know what I'm saying? My boy, vanilla ice cream.
That's
Hey
dope.
guys, check it out, man. This is what we do, man. We had so much fun, guys. I love all your questions. We try to read them all. We try to get through them, man. I love all your things. Go back and watch this. Check out the chat. Just watch all you guys. We love having fun. This guy right next to me. Hey, what if me and my brother were to start doing
We should
dissing
do a
each other?
celebrity
I'm gonna
boxing.
do I'm gonna do a grim diss track. Nah, I'm playing.
Hey, that would be.
Hey,
Hey, you know what?
hey, y'all go,
Y'all
y'all
think
go
I should
check
drop
out.
a diss track? Shout been talking shit about Graham.
Hey, y'all go check out right after this, man. Y'all go to YouTube, go check out Underground Dialogue. Okay, we did about a 2 hour. I don't know how long it was
About an hour
with
and a
K
half.
Rino and Keisto. And y'all go check that out, man. Y'all go tap in, subscribe to Underground Dialogue. Subscribe if you're not subscribed here. Tell your friends and family. Subscribe right here to Grim and Shadow Show. Hey, this is what we do every single Thursday. It's the Power Hour from 8 to 9 p.m. Central. We love you guys. We love doing this with you guys. We're gonna keep doing this as long as we can. And let's just build it up and get stronger, man. What's up, Gas Gang? We love you, man. Grimmy,
I love you,
I
man.
love you, brother.
Shadow,
I love you so much, man.
I love you, man.
I love you too, brother. I love you so much, man. Hey, Gas Gang, we love you, man. Until next week, you know what I'm saying? And we'll see you again. And praise and worship. God be with you. And keep God in your hearts, man. And you can't go wrong. I love you, brother. Peace.